Present.
Councilman Genzel.
Absent.
Supervisor Ballo.
Here.
Councilman Boardway.
Present.
Councilman Keating.
Present.
Councilman Munger. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, it's free. Right now it's free.
Under preliminary matters, we have nothing under preliminary matters for tonight. Item number 2 is regular business, correction and adoption of minutes from October 5th, 2016.
And thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Reviewing the October 5th, 16 minutes, the mistake has been corrected. Other than that, it requires no additions or changes. I move they be adopted.
Second.
Councilman Munger.
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo.
Yes.
Councilman Boardway.
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 2 under regular business is the consideration of all fund bills. Councilman?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This time I've had the opportunity to review all the bills, and I'd like to make a motion to approve the bills totaling $34,666.58.
Second.
Councilman Munger.
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo.
Yes.
Councilman Boardway.
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 3 is correspondence. We have 3 correspondence tonight. New York State Department of Public Services regarding proposed increase in gas delivery rates. Number 2 is correspondence from Hopkins PLC, the extension of Deanna Drive subdivision. Third correspondence is the Town of Hamburg Planning Department. We received and filed. Item number 4 under new business is request from the floor. Please come up to the mic, state your name, address. Make a motion to open the floor.
Councilman Munger.
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo.
Yes.
Councilman Boardway.
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Carried.
Floor is open.
Bryant Burns, 6556 Chestnut Lane. Once again, I'm here asking that the town remove the illegally placed dirt at the end of Chestnut Lane. It's been 2.5 years. We've been trying to get it removed. We know it's wrong. And I'm just wondering if the town has moved anywhere towards removing that dirt. And that dirt was brought in because Mr. Telak removed the trees. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else at this time?
Joanne Bonzak, 7130 on Balius Road. I was wondering what the status was of the building on Balius and Cole. I know it's still under litigation, but we haven't heard anything.
There were 2 emails that were sent out. Mr. Such's, are you on Mr. Such's mail list?
No, I'm not. Well, I signed up for it, but I haven't received anything.
Mr. Such has sent out several emails. The town has sent out emails. Why don't you see me afterwards? And you know, there's a full update. There's a hearing that will take place at 10 o'clock in the federal courthouse next Wednesday regarding a motion to dismiss for the second part of the house, and that's the granting of a building permit. You may want to double check your emails or...
Haven't received it, unless it's in my junk.
I'm sorry?
Unless it's in my trash that came through.
Well, I wouldn't know if it's in your trash or not, but you know, you might want to check it and see if it's there. And you can see me afterwards. I'd be more than happy to give you, you know, take your email information and be sure that the town has it.
Okay, and I spoke on the second issue. I spoke to Jason. I think, I don't know if you did anything. We had a talk about the flowers out in front look fabulous. Amanda did a great job. Are you going to bring anything?
I haven't discussed anything, you know, with the board at this time, but I know you said this.
I've known Amanda since she was really little,
and
I think she's done a wonderful job out here. Commend her for it, and maybe you could, you know, send her a little letter and maybe a gift card for doing all the hard work that she's done, because it looks really great. I don't remember looking this nice. Thank you.
Make a motion to close the floor.
Second?
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Boardway,
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 2 is a proclamation for Boy Scouts Troop 890. They're present tonight. Troop 890 built a shelter over the park bench in the back of the town park along our walking path that is installed there. This was brought to the board and we had their approval to buy the lumber and supply the equipment for them. And actually Pat White's construction came down with all his tools, some of his guys to help out and everything. Unfortunately, he can't be here tonight. His mother is very, very sick. But nevertheless, this is their first Eagle project for this Boy Scout troop. So I thought it proper that we recognize that and what a fantastic job they did. Parks was helping us out. Bob had the holes dug for us. They picked up the lumber, they had the concrete. They did a great job helping set the poles to get it started for us and everything like that. So I wanted to present them tonight with a little proclamation on behalf of the town board and recognizing that it is your first Eagle Scout project. And it reads as the following. Proclamation, whereas, sorry, I don't have my glasses. Kyle Weisenheimer, did I just pronounce that right? Weinsheimer, I'm sorry, is a sophomore at Frontier High School, where Kyle is on the cross-country and track team, and whereas he is active in the music department playing saxophone, guitar, as well as being in the National Junior Honor Society. And whereas Kyle is a Boy Scout with Troop 890, and where he has completed his first Eagle Scout project. Whereas Kyle, with the assistance of 20 other workers, built a shelter in Boston Town Park. Whereas the shelter covers a bench overlooking Back Creek Stream, and therefore be it resolved that the Boston Town Board, on behalf of the residents of the town, wish to express their heartiest appreciation to Kyle for his leadership skills in organization and construction of a well-built shelter dated the 19th day of October 2016. So Kyle, very good. Kyle, you did a great job building that. People do recognize it. And sit there and enjoy the shelter out of the sun. Congratulations. Guys had a good time. We have other projects if we have other Eagle Scouts. We like the labor that comes in. Item number 3 on the new business, a proclamation for the Boston Emergency Squad for 50 years of service. I attended their dinner. They were nice enough to invite me to their dinner celebrating 50 years of service to the town of residents. Surely most people in this town know that we have an EMS squad. They're fantastic. They definitely run on a shoestring budget. They do a great job. They service over 400 calls a year at no cost to the residents, and actually minimal cost. They don't charge residents for the service they provide. I have used their services once or twice at my house. They did a fantastic job. But I wanted to recognize them at the town board meeting, not at the dinner, because the rest of the board wasn't present there and I didn't think it was right. What the town board decided to do is, in recognizing people and what little things we can do, is present them with a proclamation tonight and a gift, but we also purchased all new jackets for the EMS squad, celebrating the 50th year. It has an emblem on it. They have the EMS on the back, reflective, so everybody will get new jackets. So when they're out there, they're warm, people can see them, it reflects. We also have in the garage doors labeled for the EMS squad celebrating 50 years, so everybody knows what EMS is and what they do for our town. So if we could take a minute, I'd like to read this proclamation on behalf of the town board. Proclamation, whereas the town board is honored to recognize the town Boston Emergency Squad. And whereas the Boston Emergency Squad has been a dedicated service to the town of Boston for 50 years, and whereas the Boston Emergency Squad has dedicated, well-trained volunteer emergency medical technicians, and where the Boston Emergency Squad volunteers have continued to rescue and save many lives, and therefore be it resolved that the Boston Town Board, on behalf of the residents of the town of Boston, wish to express a heartiest congratulations to the town of Boston Emergency Squad for 50 years of dedication to the town of Boston residents. Dated this 19th day of October 2016, Martin Bell, Boston Town Supervisor. And if anybody gets a chance, they have a great book, and you can see the history of it, what little glimpses they give you in this booklet of what they started out and where they are now. So I wanted to say thank you on behalf of the town board, and we, the town board, would like to present you with this. We have some emergency. Yeah.
I want all my members up here with me.
This is on behalf of the town board to present you with this, just a little token of our appreciation. On behalf of what they do for the town of Boston, all the residents.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Sean, for all the hard work.
Thank you. Can we just get a quick picture?
Sure. You get a negative. Item number 4, Resolution 2016, Amendment Town of Boston Surplus Equipment, and Resolution 2016-21 Town of Boston Surplus Equipment Parks. Make a motion to table these. We are going to set some pricing on these, or figure out if we're trading the one, so we're going to table one for today, so we make a motion to table.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Boardway,
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 6, Resolution 2016-22, Erie County Community Development Block Grant. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Resolution 2017-22. Actually, that's 2016-22. Sorry about that. Erie County Community Development Block Grant requests. At a regular meeting of the Town of Boston Board, Erie County, New York, held at the Boston Town Hall, 8500 Boston State Road, Boston, New York, on the 19th day of October 2016 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Prevailing Time, were Supervisor Martin Balo, Councilman J.P. Boardway, Councilman Jason A. Keating, and Councilman Zachary A.W. Munger. I present the following resolution and move for its adoption. Whereas, following the public hearing of September 21st, 2016, which was held at the Boston Town Hall for suggestions by the public for projects to be submitted for funding, now therefore be it resolved
that the Town of Boston Town Board submits the following projects to be considered for funding by the Erie County Community Development Block Grant Program during the 2017-2018 grant cycle. First priority, Mill Road Drainage Project Phase 3, requesting $150,000 in CDBG funds to be matched using $51,900 in town funds using a combination of cash and force account labor from the following line items. Line item $38,925 in force account labor from the DB 5110.1 and cash in the amount of $12,975 from the A 8540.4. Second priority, rural transit service. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town of Boston, Boston Town Board authorizes Martin A. Ballo, Town Supervisor, to sign, submit, and execute a contract with Erie County Community Development Block Grant, in parentheses, ECCDBG program for the cited projects upon approval of the ECCDBG. I make a motion.
I'll second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Bordway,
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 7, Boston Emergency Squad appointment.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This time I have a letter from the Boston Emergency Squad dated October 12th. They would like to appoint John Collins to the Emergency Squad. He resides at 6690 Rowland Drive, town of Boston, and he is a new member and he meets all the Boston Emergency Squad requirements for their membership. And at this time, I'd like to make a motion to approve John to the Boston Emergency Squad.
I would second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Bordway,
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 5 under whole business, we have bids for insulation highway roof project. The roof project is going well down there. Finish up recoating the roof and fixing repairs on it. This is the second phase of the project, insulating the inside with spray foam insulation on 2 sections of it that were damaged and wet that were taken out. We have Granite spray foam at $13,366, Buffalo Energy at $16,250, and Prime Time at $21,230. I make a motion that we accept Granite spray foam as the lowest bid to do the insulation in the highway barn.
Second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Bordway,
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Carried.
Item number 2, bids town park pond restoration.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. It's okay. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. So as some of you have heard through other board, some of the past board meetings, we've been working on the pond project. Some of this out is essentially finding a local contractor that works on what is defined by many contractors as a lake pond, which is what our lower pond happens to be. So far at this time, we've only been able to secure 2 bids. So per our procurement policy under Section 5, I have actually reached out to 9 different contractors, some of which no longer do the work, but the 2 bids that we do have, the first vendor is Secord, and Secord, the bid was submitted at $14,500, and Ingalls Site Development, the bid was submitted for $8,425. So upon the approval tonight of the vendor, which I would like to make a recommendation to approve Ingalls Site Development, I will fill out the paperwork to submit to the DEC, which then is also copied over to the Army Corps of Engineers. Hopefully we don't need any bids, permits, but should we need any permits, they will notify us and let us know what permits that are, need to be filled out for the town, and then also any additional work which may need to go back to somebody, so where may need to go back out and have additional expenses, to, whether it's for ensuring that the creek is sort of clear for erosion or whatever else they may come back with. It's really hard to say what they might come back with. They might not come back with anything at all. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to approve Ingalls Site Development in the amount of $8,425 to begin work on our pond project.
I'll second that.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Bordway,
There's too many unresolved issues, too many unresolved variables, and only 2 bids. I vote no.
motion is carried. I'm sorry, Councilman Keenan, I forgot you.
That's okay. Yes.
Motion is carried.
Okay. Item number 6, reports and presentations. Town clerk.
A few reminders tonight. Actually, out in our hallway, it's been out there for a few weeks now, there is a food collection box put out there from St. John's and St. Vincent's. Food collection box. Please donate any non-perishable item that you might have in that box. If anybody ever comes in, just put a can in there or two. Next Friday, October 28th, from 6 to 8 p.m., there will be a Halloween party in the community room downstairs. There's going to be face painting, balloon creations, hands-on crafts, costume contest for children 12 and under. There will be prizes awarded to 3 age groups for best costumes. So if you have young children and want to come out, come down and see us. And then the last thing I have is there was a change in the blood drive for this week. It was actually switched to next Monday, the 24th, and it will be held here at the town hall, but not within the building. They will have their Donate Life Express bus outside between the hours of 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. So that will be Monday, October 24th. If you want to donate, come out and see us again. That's all I have.
Highway Superintendent.
Yes, thank you. Brush pickup for this fall is over. We picked up brush all September. We picked up every street twice in October. So brush pickup will start again next April and May. We're going to start picking up leaves this coming Monday. Anybody in town who's looking for leaves, we'd be glad to deliver them to your place. All you got to do is fill out a release form. We've only so far received one gentleman that wants 5 loads of leaves, which isn't very much at all. So I'd like to ask the board permission to any surplus leaves that we don't have people looking for in town, they can dump them up at my property. That's okay with the town board?
Yeah, I make a motion to allow Highway Superintendent Telak to take the leaves, which we have in the previous years. He takes them from our subdivision, the whole side of the hill over here, and it's nice enough to take them to his property, which saves us from hauling them down here, dumping them, or we used to dump them up on to Boston Hill Nursery.
Otherwise, we have to haul them all the way into Orchard Park, and we have to pay to dump them in the town of Orchard Park, so. And other than that,
Well, second on the motion, it's on the floor.
okay.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Supervisor Ballo,
Yes.
Councilman Boardway,
Yes.
Councilman Keating,
Yes.
carried.
And then other than that, usually we get rid of all of our fill that we accumulate over the year, but this year we got quite a large pile left over. So anybody in town that's looking for fill out a release form, we'd be glad to deliver it. And I'd like to also ask the board if I could get some of the fill, if I fill out a release form.
No, I have no problem allowing his release forms to fill out.
You live in town, right?
Yes, sir.
So we're good.
All right, thank you.
Town Attorney,
I don't think I have anything further.
Councilman Munger.
Yes, just a reminder that this upcoming Tuesday, the 25th of October, downstairs, and Kathy, remind me of the time, I'm sorry.
6.
At 6 o'clock, the
And then
historical.
6:45 is drawing.
So at 6 o'clock, the Historical Society of the Town of Boston will be having a potluck dinner. At 6:45, they have a great speaker coming in, Jolene Hawkins. She'll be discussing the cemeteries, so that should be very interesting. Everybody is welcome. Please bring a dish to pass. It is always a good time. And that is all, Mr. Supervisor.
Thank you. Councilman Board.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. As you're aware, the roof project, Highway Barn, has been moving right along. We've been blessed so far with good weather. It's cooperated, allowing these gentlemen to get their work done. We're getting to the challenging part of the week, from what we hear. So you will see them back there. I've been assured by Sean, I speak with him every morning, that hopefully this project should be completed by the time the snow flies. That is the goal there, to have that completely done. Attended an event earlier this evening, actually, with Senator Gallivan. He's our state senator. Reminded everyone politely, of course, that election day is coming up very quickly, and how important it is for everybody to get out there and vote. But beyond that, what he stressed is the challenges he does recognize of all the towns that are within his district to work at budget time, because it's budget time for not only us but everyone else, to stay under that the tax cap, to
still provide the services that you need to provide, but keep it tight. These are, of course, unfunded mandates from the state of New York, which Senator Galvin's done a fantastic job of being in our district in repealing and pulling a lot of these back over the years, but by himself, he can't do everything. He essentially noted that he's fighting with New York City, but he is doing his part for us. But he stressed how the things he's heard so far, again, from the districts, and seeing some of the preliminary budgets in his district, I think ours in particular, is what a fine job the local governments are doing, providing a tremendous amount of services, yet keeping these taxes low, in check. Again, we're working on the budget right now. There's going to be a budget meeting next week. Everyone's invited to come and kind of see how the process plays out. But again, Senator Galvin did recognize all of that. Other than that, Mr. Supervisor, I have nothing else.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I guess kind of jumping from Pat Galvin's event, just a quick reminder to everybody, Pat Galvin is sponsoring a recycling event. After the last board meeting, I did receive a few phone calls for the specific information, but Pat Galvin is sponsoring a electronics recycling event this coming Saturday, October 23rd. Yes, this coming Saturday, the 22nd. It's from 9:30 until 1:30 at the West Seneca East High School. If a lot of people are still questioning what they can bring as regards to TVs or computer monitors. Best Buy will take those if you don't want to travel all the way up to West Seneca. However, if the screen is broken or the backside panel is damaged, they will not take that. I'm not sure exactly why they say it has to do with recycling, but they will not take that. And of course, then you come up with the dilemma of why can't I put it into my trash? So that is something I've been in works with Northeast South Towns, or the NEST group here in Erie County. So anyway, again, a reminder, Saturday, October 22nd, 9:30 to 1:30 at West Seneca East High School. And again, Pat Galvin is putting on that event. The Conservation Advisory Council had their Adopt a Highway cleanup this past Saturday. We cleaned the on and off ramps all around the 219. Again, trying to keep that clean for the folks that maintain that area, to try to keep our town clean and green. We had our meeting on Wednesday the 12th. We discussed what we're going to try to do in regards to membership. We're going to try to put some flyers around town, so whether you go to the post office, maybe Tops, or other areas, you may see some flyers coming up pretty soon. We're also going to go to the Boston Conservation Club, see if we can essentially get some additional interest in membership. We also started planning some of our next year's events. We moved to the pond project. We have to time the pond project. Hopefully will be able to be done or started this year, if not this year, depending on how quick the DEC and Army Corps of Engineers receives or sends the information back to us. We may end up working on it after the fishing derby next year, so it doesn't impact the town fishing derby that we've had every year. For additional information, there is still a drug disposal event. That's going to be also on Saturday, October 22nd from 10 to 2. The locations are going to be at the Mercy Ambulatory Center in Orchard Park. We also have one at the Town of Hamburg Youth Department, which is at the Recreation and Senior Services over on Southwestern Boulevard. And also North Collins Police Department is going to be holding their drug program there. Finally, just this week, I was actually invited to the Boston Fire Department installation dinner. I was also asked if I would perform the installation for their members. I'm honored to say that I accepted that, and I appreciate them reaching out to me. And that is all I have for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Under the Supervisor's report, I received the monthly report from the Town Clerk's monthly report, the Supervisor's financial monthly report, and Code Enforcer's monthly report. Also, I'd like to please let everybody know that the Town of Boston website is up and running. They got a trial run yesterday, launched it today. We're still working on getting some bugs out of it and updating certain links on it. If you see anything if you go on and see anything that needs correcting or is glitching on us, let us know. And I will be having a meeting with them at the beginning of next week on that, just to make sure we're running smooth, and then we can start putting our updates on that for events and things we're doing on that. So I wanted to let you know about that. Also, we are working with the labor board down there, as you know, they cited us for the roof and that. The roof project's going along smooth, as a councilman talking, the insulation going in, and we are updating a lot of things on the barn that has to be updated, some electrical, some lighting, other things that they wanted to update, and things that we wanted to update on that facility too, to make it more efficient. I also wanted to take the opportunity, Bob, you guys did a great job of cleaning up and helping the Boy Scouts out. Scott and them did a fantastic job of getting the site ready and getting the wood and getting the lumber. I really do appreciate they did a good job. And as for the EMS, I'd like to thank you guys too. You guys, you know, not only what you do in town, but my son who sits here, you guys did a great job with him too. When he came up to his house and he happened to break his femur, and you took great, that's my son Aaron right there.
Oh, thanks.
You took great care of him and rushing him down to Children's Hospital in a difficult time. So thank you. Anything else? I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Supervisor Bello,
Yes.
Councilman Wardley,
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Carried.
Yeah, my woman sees